Yo, are you ready for the Astro-Weather weekend? Yeah, I didn't hit that note. But it's September 27th, 28th, 29th, Leo moon, Virgo moon. Let's talk about it. Pew. Grand Rising, good people. It is Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. A little congested, body aches, a little sore, some ascension syndromes. Oh my goodness. And even pain in my back. I think I'm growing my wings. If you know, you know. Supercell is alive and affected real. But the moon is in Leo Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific as I'm recording this, 12 noon Eastern. And it's at 8 degrees. So finish up at around 14 East Coast, 15 on the West Coast. So basically Sunday afternoon. Not sure of the time. We'll get there. We'll get into the Virgo moon. So, it's Libra season. So the moon will be, or is, sextiling today the Libra sun. Mercury, that hit early this morning, like way early. Mercury is in Libra, but it was sextiling the moon. And the Leo moon is definitely, it's stubborn. It can be fiery and passionate. But it's also dealing with, right now, the lunar mansion behind us, the South Node. So this Leo moon can be a little bombastic. It can be stubborn and arrogant, but it also can be generous, shares the spotlight. But it needs spirituality within its creativity. Later on this afternoon or tonight, I'll be releasing episode 250 with Toy Taylor, the motivating beauty coach. Amazing episode, amazing woman. And I hope you enjoyed episode 249 that just came out with Lisa Brady. Libra solar eclipse with galactic astrologer Lisa Brady. As I predicted in the Astro-Weather for Monday and also on the solar eclipse, we were going to have extreme flooding, and I said in the southeast. And, I didn't hear this on the weather. I tapped in intuitively. Just like on the Pisces lunar eclipse, I predicted Europe would have flooding, and they did in Poland, right? And other areas of farmland. So, someone had told me that after an NDE, it takes about 7 years for all your new insights and spiritual gifts to really level on or come into play. And I'm 3 years in. I was still asleep right now. I didn't wake up to October 16th. The first time was October 13th. So from September 6th, 40 days is a long time, right? I'm still sleeping now in the spiritual realm 3 years ago. So I'm definitely a walking miracle. October 1st, I'll be speaking in the Hawaii IAMS group, sharing my story. It's free. You can look them up on Facebook. Sean Lether runs it. And I'll put the link in my community. If you want to come, 9 p.m. Eastern, October 1st, 6 p.m. Pacific, and I will be sharing my story in this community. It's a free community, and should be really fascinating, talking to people who are interested in NDEs or spiritual, transformative experiences, STEs, or and people who've had NDEs. So should be powerful. And Coffee Talk, Libra birth chart sale and Coffee Talk. Coffee Talk is this Sunday. Sign up. We're doing the Libra solar eclipse, but in the second hour, I may do the Aries full moon or a surprise celebrity chart that's in the news now. Not Diddy, because I think I'm going to do Diddy for the mini coffee talk Friday, October, is that 11th or 12th? Okay, so I'll announce that as we get into October. But September's almost over. It's Libra season, Libra birth chart sale. 175 or 275, 175, 65 minutes live over Zoom. And you get videos of your planetary placements, live Q&A, and you can get a free transit recording of current and future transits. That's worth $44. You can gift it or keep it for yourself. Normally $200, only $175, and the free $44 great sale discount. And the custom video summary, mini movie of your life with audio, with transit recording, videos you planetary placements. Normally $300, only $275. Plus, you get a free, valued at $53, a free either love chart, love audio, or mini audio love hater chart. Sorry, I can't talk. I'm confused and out of it. I'm just little off my game today, but I'm good. I'm good. And I just want to say, I told you what would happen when Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, and it's happening. You're seeing the structures and systems crumble. You're seeing entertainment, political. Eric Adams was federally charged. Diddy, Jay-Z could be next. Oprah, like all these people. But I want you to understand that this is still also a distraction. The 29th, we got this supposed mini moon coming. Some say it could be in Buru, another, whatever. But this is not normal. These are not normal times. So you have to stay focused, vibrating from your heart chakra, being your true, authentic self, reflecting back to source, the most high creator energy, but really tapping into Yahuwah, right? But also tapping into your spiritual discipline. We've got this, but to get to 2027, we got to go through holy HH and high water and darkness, but you have to go through the darkness to get to the light. And so I want you to stay positive. I got two amazing guests coming up next week. I'm recording, and I'm not sure when I'm going to release them. Episode 252 and I think 253. 251, I'll be on live Saturday night talking about Libra Mercury and just some of the energy and the Libra Pluto generation. All right, still part of Gen Z. And maybe you could say some early millennials. Although I associate it more with Pluto Scorpio, but I guess it kind of really started in 1980 or 81. So if you are, that late Pluto Libra, you could be considered a millennial. I used to think it started 83 with the Pluto Scorpio, but I've been seeing some stuff where they consider millennials or 80, 81. Okay. So that's it. Birth chart sale, coffee talk. Probably going to do that Aries full moon, or maybe even look at Sean Carter's chart, Jay-Z. Either way, you want to be there. I was going to do a coffee talk members chart, but nobody's volunteered their chart. So, so 2 hours, $20. You want to come. It's going to be amazing. If you can't make it live, get the recording. 11th, Sunday, September 29th, the day of this mini moon event, whatever, for a few months. I tell you, it's like a sci-fi movie out there, people. But what I want to say is don't get caught up by all these distractions, even from me, right? I could scroll through Instagram and see gazillion videos talking about celebrities and Diddy, and it's just like, oh my God, it's too much. It's draining me, actually. And but I just want to say that what you really have to pay attention to is what's going on in Congress and Senate, what's going on with what these candidates are saying or not saying, what's going on, obviously, in the UN. Everybody walked out on Netanyahu, Lebanon and Gaza and Israel and Congo and Sudan and Ukraine and Russia. It's pay attention to the UN, WHO. They're making changes that can affect our lives. That's it. I'm all about truth, and I just want you to discern the media is 110% of the time lying to you. And there's more hurricanes coming. I told you this wasn't a big season, but it's still going to go into October. So expect some extreme weather, hurricanes, tornadoes, all the way through October 11th, and maybe two more coming. So, just tap in. I got Elke coming, and I got Ryan Railsback. I mean, two amazing people. You're going to be blown away. Watch the episodes. Watch the podcast. Let's get to the Astro-Weather. Look at the chart for the Leo moon. Friday, the day of Venus. Venus in Scorpio. This moon squaring, the Leo moon squaring Venus. Some interesting things about relationships today, stuff like that. We'll talk about it. Astro-Weather, Biggie Astrology. Pew. All right. You know what it is. 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. The Leo moon. Mars is doing its thing in Cancer. 13 degrees now. Jupiter, 21. The nodes, Uranus getting ready to shift. It did, 26. And this is all setting up for the Libra solar eclipse next week on Wednesday, October 2nd. You would think by October 7th they could get a ceasefire. You know, they're trying to get a temporary for 3 weeks. Biden and Harris have no pull. You know, Ronald Reagan shut stuff down in the 80s. I don't know. I realize that people just don't care about women and children, innocent people dying, being slaughtered. So humanity is definitely in a dark spot right now, and nobody will escape that karma, you know, so you do with that what you will. Just be careful what you align yourself with, have discernment, and don't believe what the dominant culture tells you to believe. Usually if the media is promoting it, then look the other way and opposite towards it. So Pluto Capricorn, you know, the retrograde ends October 11th. And that might be like exactly when the final storm is. But November 19th, it goes back into Aquarius. And then it's going to reveal, it's about toxins and viruses, but it's going to reveal the darkness of the web, AI, technology, crypto, environmental groups. You're going to see that they're frauds, nonprofits, all science and medicine. It's going to... You're going to get a hit of some stuff along with aliens and different things. You know, my guest Ryan, he's going to break in and he said something beautiful, that the 12 dimensions are connected to the 12 zodiac signs. And that makes sense to me. You know, I resonate with that. Go back and watch Victoria Richardson. Really great episode. Book with her. Some of my clients have been booking with her and having amazing experiences and results. She's the real deal. She's a Pisces, Aries moon, Aquarius rising, you know. So Saturn's at 14 degrees and right, Neptune at 28. Now, understand with the Leo moon, you know, squaring the Venus today and finishing up, it's coming off the trine early this morning to the Aries North Node. So there is this a boost about, you know, the creative self-expression from your emotional mind. It's supported on Friday, okay? And I think we've got to kind of get back into our heart center and realize that, like, you know, real human beings have been affected by the debauchery of people in power. And there's a lot of innocent women and children and the children, it's boys and girls who are being, you know, I don't want to say all the words, but exchanged for, you know, things and for money, and it's gross. We've got a lot going on. We got a lot going on, and you're gonna feel such a shift. America's chart, Sagittarius rising, Neptune and Saturn in Pisces' fourth house. You have been diluted on a steroids level through the media and brainwashing since I think it was 2011, 2012 when Neptune went into Pisces at record amounts. It's shifted, it's changed so much. I'm not saying that bad things haven't happened, been going on since, you know, the beginning of the birth of this nation, but I'm just talking about in terms of the absolute, you know, harvesting of your brains and the television. Yeah. So February 2026, you're going to feel like a new person when Neptune goes to Aries. It may take a little bit, but you're going to see integrating these energies. Oh, and I got to announce, Lloyd Strayhorn's coming back on. I think it's Tuesday, October 29th, before the election, to look at the numerology of everything. That should be fascinating. And I will start the new year off at 7 p.m. Eastern, January 1st, previewing 2025 and a little beyond on the Lloyd Strayhorn podcast, Numbers and You. So we've already booked that, so you don't want to miss that. October 29th and January 1st, Big E Astrology and Lloyd Strayhorn connecting. It's going to be legendary and epic. All right? So have a good Friday. Stay heart-centered. And, Venus will be getting closer and closer to Saturn. You'll feel that trine. And that's gonna, be interesting in terms of the support, karmic support for maybe the independent artists and actors. Okay, you see what's happening with the music industry. Everybody's stepping down. 23andMe, Starbucks, Nike, all these different companies and corporations. I told you so. And I hope you listen to me from now on. But most astrologers have told you. I just was very specific. You see the chart, you see what's happening, you tap into your intuition. And with this moon in Leo, Friday news drop should be fascinating. Let's go to Saturday, the day of Saturn, lifting weights and machines, spiritual discipline, the Sabbath, September 28th, Big E Astrology. All right, Seek It Saturday. Do. Can I tell you, I always want to play the flute and flute and guitar and a little bit of piano. Maybe one day I'm going to find some time to pick up an instrument before I go back into the spiritual realm. You have eternal life, and life continues on. So, I don't know what people have told you, but I've been in the other realms and dimensions, and you don't want to hear it from someone who's guessing or assuming or telling you what a book says. Your boy went through it. I lived it. So you want real information, real insight, book a reading with me or ask me questions. Eric@BigEastrology.com. Okay. Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Oh, please pray for my Gemini, The Truth. He hurt his back. His team won 47-7 Wednesday night. He played good. They're 4-0 in the season, the Wolves. But, he's a freshman in high school. But he hurt his back as, playing cornerback, going up for a pass, and the receiver didn't catch it. But he's kind of strained the muscle. He missed school yesterday. He's back today. But he's going to be probably out of commission a week or two. Luckily, next week they have a bye. But he's jacked up. And the Taylor twins, they're 1-2 on the season. And hopefully they can get to 500. They play, but it's going to be, just pray for them, 113 on Saturday, 2 o'clock Pacific. They're playing a game. That's hot. So they're going to be taking more breaks, drinking water. It's just absurd. We're having a heat wave here. What do they call it? They used to say Indian. That's indigenous summer. I don't know. It's a heat wave. Let's be respectful and stop saying these terms. Don't say good morning. You're not mourning anything. Nobody died. Grand rising, grand awakenings, rise and shine. Stop saying these words. They have no power, and they only hurt you and diminish you. You have to change. You have to change your vocabulary and be maniacal, intentional. I say these words to you, but you have to implement it into your life. Okay? So this Leo moon at 21 degrees. So we'll finish up at around 27 degrees on the East Coast and 28 degrees on the West Coast. So what you're going to find, with this Leo moon right now, the lunar mantra behind it is Venus. So Saturday, we can feel extremely creative, right? Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but create from your heart, writing, music, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's really important, and put on that hat of the regal king and the regal queen. You know what I mean? Because if you view yourself as royalty and true self-love, then you won't accept less than from others in your life or for yourself in your life, right? Don't push off what needs to be done today because of laziness or lack of motivation compared to what will then have to be done tenfold tomorrow and the day after. So you have to kind of like hold yourself to a level of standards, and honestly, stop the victimhood mentality and making excuses. Nobody wants to hear it. Your higher self doesn't want to hear it. Okay? You have the power tapping into your own higher self more than you could ever imagine. And I'm here to tell you, like, people get down on themselves. Like, no, you don't got time for that. You're amazing. Okay? So the Libra sun, you see it's conjunct the South Node today, 6 degrees. The Lilith is still dancing in Virgo. And what I find fascinating about that, because you see it's opposing the Neptune and Pisces, it's really wanting us to have the analytical, critical mind and tap into our intuition for discernment of everything, of HARP and the weather stuff, of these wars and deceptions and the water and these hurricanes and tornadoes and spraying the clouds and all this stuff. Like, you need to tap in and understand that, I always tell you World War III has begun a long time ago. It's spiritual warfare. Can you tell I'm kind of on one today? Yeah, I'm tired, not irritable, but I'm tired, and I realize it's the density of this dimension and planet that it can really pull you into some yucky energies and feelings. Like, I feel good from the heart chakra, but just the tiredness, because I'm sick and tired of the lies and the deceptions. And I think we as a collective, we all have to be sick and tired of this system and stop supporting it. Stop thinking that the system is going to change. Oh, well, scientists are researching. No, they're bought and paid for. I mean, I don't want to call out people, but even people in the spiritual community who are trying to do good work, they're still kind of holding on. That's why I said on the podcast with Lisa, like Lot and Lot's wife, right? Don't turn back. You can't save the world. You will turn into a pillar of salt. Like, you got to say goodbye. Pluto Capricorn, yeah, let it go. And we can build it back better. We don't have to be greedy and take more than what humanity needs us to take, to have respect for nature, the trees, have respect for people's right to grow food and to raise their family and educate their kids. We don't have to overcharge for everything. And that's what happens when you're dealing in this republic that's capitalistic for greed. Okay? So yeah, the North Node is still at 6. And, I think the sun opposing the North Node, this is where we've got to realize that sometimes we may be in the wrong relationships, partnerships, business partnerships, marriages, and we've got to, look, not saying to separate from them, but yeah, if they're not, giving you peace, harmony, balance, then please do so. They're not fair and just, but there's times where you got to move independently and you've got to initiate, be brave and courageous. The spiritual path, the hard work, the discipline, and hopefully your friends, your family, your spouse will follow. But sometimes you can't wait. You have got to lead. You have got to do it. Self-acceptance, self-love, self-reliance. Does that make sense? Okay. And let's see. Oh yeah, and this Leo moon is going to be squaring Uranus. So, oh man, so Saturday night, man, you are going to feel that Lucy. Also, the moon is sextiling Jupiter. So, that's that support I was speaking about with the creativity and, and holding yourself to a higher standard. right? What are your true wisdom, beliefs, and philosophies vibrating from your heart that you can express out? And then Saturday night, as the moon squares Uranus, that's going to be challenging. There could even be some more after effects. They're talking about mudslides in North Carolina and Georgia. I mean, if this rain continues all weekend, the flooding can cause things to crumble and fall away and stuff. So the moon, Saturday night, just pay attention and please be careful. Don't get in your car and try to drive. They've been warning people, you gotta really get those sandbags. And at some point, have people ever thought about like Tornado Alley, right, in Kansas and Oklahoma and the flooding in Florida? Have you ever thought about moving? Like, why would you want to live in an area that 2 to 3 times a year you could lose everything and maybe your life? Does that make sense? Like, I just don't understand. Like, people feel like they can never move, they're trapped. Be willing to get uncomfortable so then you could have change and growth in your life. Like, like you can move. You can start all over. Like, I don't know. I hope I'm not coming off insensitive, but like for real, we hold on to these things that think we have this meaning to it, but it doesn't. And we got the Pluto trine Uranus energy. It's really going to give us a way forward as we kind of get this detoxing and purging and cleansing. A lot of sudden events, a lot of sudden things. Still diversify financially, please. Get life insurance policies for your children, for yourself. Come on. Like, there's so much knowledge and information out there. You guys are grown adults. Like, read something. Like, come on, y'all. You got to think about legacy. Leo Moon, the regal king and queen. But what's your legacy? They're talking about this capital gain stuff. That's not going to affect the millionaires and billionaires. That's going to affect you and I if we have a home and put equity into it. I'm sorry, but neither one of these people would be really fit to run our country. I feel more confident voting for Dr. Cornel West or Eric Taylor. I mean, all right, Saturday. Sorry. I just, I love too much, and I love you guys, and I want the best for everybody. And I hope nobody thinks that there's something wrong or bad with that, because I don't talk about other people, but I am as real as they come. I'm the real deal. I'm authentic. I really do have that big heart. I do free chart readings for people. And I've done free chart readings for people who didn't even thank me. It said, I'm down on my luck right now and this and that or whatever. I've done a few. I had one young lady, it took me a while, but I did it for her, and she never even replied back to say thank you. So, it is what it is. But God, the Creator sees my heart. Yahuwah, Yahweh, I'm never going to stop being who I am, because I know my calling and what I'm here to do. I'm on a mission, all right? I love you. That's Saturday. Let's get to Sunday where, let's see, 27, well, Sunday, maybe we'll go to 1 o'clock and get Eastern game time, but the moon should be at about 3-4 degrees in Virgo. All right, Astro-Weather weekend. Let's get to Sunday coffee talk. I could do coffee talk time. September 29th. All right. Astro-Weather, Big Astrology. All right, Sunday. Oh, got to get a little sip of my tea in honor of coffee talk. Sorry. Now, I could have done 11 a.m., but I did one NFL kickoffs. Let's zoom in and Sagittarius rising. So that means that it would have been I believe, a Scorpio rising for Coffee Talk. So 1 o'clock, look at that, the Virgo moon, 4 degrees. So that's good. So that lets you know at 11 o'clock, the Virgo moon would be at 3 degrees. So that's actually nice for Coffee Talk, talking about the energy. Virgo moon, I'm a Virgo sun, being of service to humanity. The Virgo moon. So Sunday, I'm going to do a lot of intermittent fasting. Only do juice, fruit, smoothies. Forgot to mention for the Leo sun signs, Friday, Saturday, reactivate your cells by doing a cleanse, detoxing, intermittent fasting, eating with the circadian rhythms of the sun. Sunday, Monday, Virgos, like smoothies. I may just do smoothies all day and just purge and cleanse and deep meditation. It's an opportunity, right? You get the Christed or the chrysalim oil coming down from the crown chakra, right, down to the solar plexus and the root, and it reactivates your cells. So no drugs, no alcohol, no sex, like really purge and cleanse. So then maybe Friday, Saturday night. But anyway, oh God, I love my wife. So that Virgo moon will finish up at 9 degrees East Coast, 10 West Coast. So it will sextile the Venus. We'll get into Monday morning when you feel it early, opposing Saturn. And obviously it won't be till like Tuesday when it's trining a grand Earth trine. So Tuesday could be a positive day, which is great because that's when I do my speech. Okay. And I've got my podcast on Monday and Tuesday I'm recording. So that grand Earth trine is going to be beautiful, darling, and perfect for me. So yeah, that's what's going on. You see the Libra sun. It's Libra season. Hit me up, Libra, sun, moon, rising, the birth chart sale. And, it's really good to get a solar return or secondary progression chart. Very, very helpful and beneficial. And, oh, wow. Let's see what happened with the Lilith back in Libra. Conjunct Mercury. Okay. So, it's going to stay there now because it's going to be there for October 2nd, the Libra solar eclipse. And go watch that episode with me and Lisa Brady. I think we did a really good job. It was a lot of fun. And she's a pure heart and soul. Lisa cares, and that's what you want to see from somebody, honestly. I don't judge or say anything, but I know that there's some people in any spiritual modality, because it's just human beings in any realm of career, profession. But there's some people that their heart's not really in it. They're in it for more of the financial and, the ego stuff. But, like Victoria Richardson, Lisa Brady, all my guests, Anjani Seagrass, everybody that I've had on, they're real ones. Debbie Solarius, Vivienne Chauvet, Art Geiser, right? Farrah Shea, Jay Clay, Elizabeth Broussard, Amit Diaz, Loretta Taylor, Jolene Aaron. I mean, I can go on and on. Sarah Ashley, she's a great astrologer, sweetheart of a lady, my Capricorn friend. My brother, I haven't spoken to him in a while, my brother Gemini Brown, great guy. There's so many people out here that are really trying to help you. Yes, it's a business. You got to pay us. There's an energy exchange. But there's people who really do this to advance the collective. This is a karmic assignment. So the Virgo moon is really also going to be trining Ceres, the goddess of harvest. And just a little moment on this, right? Watch my series, my Ceres series. I'm going to get back to it. over the weekend I'll do a video, maybe put one up Sunday or Monday. But I'm super busy with clients right now. But reach out so you can book, okay? Eric at biggieastrology.com. But Ceres can be lost, someone lost, abducted, stolen, or kidnapped. If you have it in the first house, that can literally happen, maybe early on. Or it can show like eating issues. For my son, it was eating issues. Thank God he was never lost or stolen. But I've seen people be abducted and kidnapped when Ceres is in the first four houses, you guys, quite literally. And Capricorn, I'm telling you, it's really about us building our own food supply, not feeling restricted in how we nurture and care for ourselves and others. Compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy for yourself first and others. Neptune, Saturn, and Pisces. Spiritual discipline, healthy boundaries. Do not accept people treating you less than anymore. You are worthy. You've got to say it, speak it, and believe it. Oh, I forgot. Alex Duarte, Valeria Sophia Astrology. Gosh, who else? If I've had on so many people. Please forgive me. Anybody I didn't mention. Sherry Anshara, Marie Lucinda. I mean, my friend, I'm gonna maybe get her on sometime. Lady Menza. I've been privy to connect wisdom drops, right? Tanya. I've connected with so many great guests, and of course Lloyd Strayhorn, my amazing wife Sabale Pure, Alana Taylor. I told you Jay Clay and Farishay. They're spiritual MCs who are trying to kick a positive message. Fred Ones, right? I had him on, my former producer. You saw his heart, and now he's working, helping to build homes. So, sustainability. But, and just be careful because they could try to throw that in with, I would stay away from the Teslas. I don't know. And you saw that woman in the news, the young girl, because she had to get these so-called things in her arm. It made her really sick before they would treat her, and it's spreading all over. But that's that Lilith opposed Neptune. You better pay attention to your health. So have a great Sunday. Virgo moon is about service to humanity. Maybe Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday they may announce a ceasefire. Can you imagine that? Spread love. Have a great weekend. I hope I see you Sunday for Coffee Talk. Whether it's one or two of you or 15 or 20 of you, I will be there, and I will be sharing my astrology knowledge from my 11th house crew. And I just love each and every one of you. So thank you for all those that come every month, twice a month, and just in general. You're greatly appreciated. And I think it's really a fun time. Astro-Weather weekend, September 27th, 28th, 29th. And, my Steelers are going to win and beat the Colts. Cowboys beat the Giants last night. I thought they would. Both teams don't look that good. And should be an interesting football weekend. See if the Steelers and Vikings continue to win. If Jordan Love plays, the Packers, see if the Houston Texans bounce back and Nixon comes back. All right, and baseball, Yankees, Diamondbacks, Mets should all make the playoffs. Hopefully the Mets beat out the Braves. And I got 3 teams in postseason to look after. Now, I'm a Yankee fan, but I'm starting to root for the Diamondbacks because I live out here. And being a New Yorker, I'll always support the Mets. A lot of my family members are diehard Met fans, even though I'm a Yankee fan. I want the Mets to win, all right? I'm not really in support of the Dodgers or the Red Sox. Astro-Weather weekend, Biggie Astrology. Pew. All right, that's it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The Leo moon, the Virgo moon. Coffee Talk, 29th, Libra solar eclipse. Probably do the Aries full moon. Email me, 2 hours, $20. You can do Cash App, $ Big E Astro, or PayPal as a friend to tailor to you, coach@gmail.com, the number 2, the letter U. right? Tailored to you. That's how I do. Real health and vitamins is what I spew. I chew. Yes, I'm blessing you, but not in the be less way, but in the way that I want you to have regal attire all day. Be the sire and the spiritual supplier. Never take time to indulge with liars. Be a flyer. Let your wings soar. On the microphone, I'm going to give you so much more. Astrology galore. Leo, Virgo, Moon. I was born in September, but I was ready in June. So, yeah, I plan to be the shining solar glued to the globe. So, I love you. Astro-Weather weekend. Hit me up. And Libra birth chart sale, 175, 275. Free gifts with it. And Eric at BigEastrology.com. Explore my website. A lot of great services to help the collective. The Chiron wound chart, mini love, business birth charts. I love working with businesses. Unconscious soul chart, 88 days before your birth, connecting to the human design gene keys. That's powerful. You wanna book that one. 5D chart, right? Positive affirmations. That's a great chart. The moon tracking service. Learn astrology through the moon. Great for women, great for everybody. Mood swings, your emotional mind, body, health, intuition. Astro-Weather weekend. Libra season. Happy birthday, Libras. All right. I got love for y'all. Big Astrology. Peace.